Amy, thank you. Yeah, new this morning, Florida lawmakers discussing a plan that would allow teachers to be armed on campus. As they do, lawmakers also considering an amendment that would allow a parent to remove their child from a classroom if the teacher is armed. That amendment ultimately, though, was voted down. We can tell you that. New this morning, we are joined by Brevard County Sheriff Wayne Ivey talking about arming teachers in the classroom. Sheriff, it's always good to have you.
Great to have you.
Appreciate it. Now, you are definitely a proponent, haven't made that a hidden message at all. You've definitely been outspoken that you're a proponent of having armed guards in the school. Can you just give me your #1 reason why you feel more guns on campus is the way?
Absolutely. All you have to do is take a look at what happened in Parkland, and you see the opportunities that those that were already on the campus had to stop that threat, either neutralize it or eliminate it. And you immediately become a fan of having those on the campus armed and ready to protect our children.
Yeah, you know, on the surface, it seems like a perfectly reasonable and valid argument, because most shootings like this are just a couple of minutes long. So it's the people that are there that are most likely to do it. But are the teachers really the best option to go? I'll play devil's advocate a little bit here, because teachers union will tell you 144 hours, that's not nearly enough quality time to be properly trained to handle a situation, whereas your deputies get, you know, months and years to train for this.
Yeah. Well, you know, our program, our Guardian program, we elevated our hours to 176 hours, and that's a great amount of that time is spent out on the range in don't shoot scenarios.
Yeah.
You know, when we look at the opportunity for them to protect our most precious of citizens, our children, it is the absolute best plan that we can have. Law enforcement officers are responding. Even if you have a school resource deputy on campus, if they're out on the football field, for example, at an event, and something starts to happen at the other end of the campus, they are literally 5 minutes away from being able to get there. So it's about having the opportunity to eliminate or neutralize the threat instantly, not having to wait minutes for law enforcement to arrive.
And of course, some people would tell you, hey, more guns isn't the answer. Why aren't we doing more to eliminate guns on campus? What would be your answer there? Well, we're not punting on stricter gun control laws or finding ways to keep guns off campus.
Right. I've said this 1,000 times before. The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. And when we have those that are on campus properly trained, properly vetted, and ready to help protect our schools, that's the best measure we can put in place.
Okay. Now, here's one other problem. You have multiple guns on campus. Say a shooting, a situation happens. Now your deputies get there. The other problem would be, now you've got multiple people with guns. Doesn't that make it harder for your deputies to identify the perpetrator here?
Well, just like we're doing with the Guardian program or in our school system, the school security program, it's all about training. It's about training those that are going to be helping us protect the campus and what to do when the cavalry arrives. It's about training our deputies and making sure they know who's on that campus that's supposed to be on the campus, they're helped to protect. So it comes back to proper training and proper vetting. You know, if you look at the Guardians we have in play, just the first 27 that we put in play on our school campuses, collectively they had over 200 years of military service and over 200 years of law enforcement service. Those are very skilled individuals that are ready to help us protect our children, to help us protect our teachers, visitors to our campus all across.
Yeah, like you said before we went on the air, the teachers are not exactly your first-round draft picks, but you know, you would rather have those other people that are more properly trained before you would turn to the teachers.
Exactly. Our teachers are focused on the 30 kids they have in their classroom. We want the others that are on the campus. That's our first-round draft pick, is the faculty members, the person that is there doing maintenance, those that meet the criteria and those that can stand ready to help us protect our schools.
Sheriff, we always appreciate your time. You're very generous with it, and coming in here and talk with us. We could talk a lot more about it certainly in just a few minutes. We can't get to all the angles, but we appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir.